Hello everyone. Our video today is, what is a VPN, and how do real VPNs work? Over the past couple of years, you have probably heard a lot about VPNs. About how they keep you safe on the internet. All the advertisements you have seen, or read, or heard, all claim that by using a VPN, you will prevent hackers, your internet service provider, and even the government, from seeing what you are doing online. Here's the truth. It's a bold-faced lie. Yes. That's right. I said it. Lies, lies, and oh my god, more lies. I can't begin to tell you all the different ways these companies are lying to you. And I'm sure, once people see this video and see how they are being conned, I will no doubt receive a lawsuit notice. Or this video will be taken down, or something. Because once you know the truth, you are going to be polite, pissed off. Why? Because the VPN service they are providing you, whether it's free or a paid service, is not actually a VPN. So if you have a VPN service on your phone, or tablet, or computer, you have been conned. Remember what they all basically promised you. That your device will create a secure encrypted tunnel to their VPN server, and then you can surf the internet anonymously. You are safe from hackers stealing your information. Your internet service provider can't see your shopping or viewing habits, therefore can't sell your information for profit. And not even the government can see what you are doing online. That is the promise they made you. They lied. The service that all the VPN companies are selling you is not a VPN. Because a real VPN service does not work the way they describe it. The service they are actually providing is called a proxy service, and it's been around for decades. This image, although greatly simplified, shows you how a proxy service or how a proxy server works. Your devices connects to a proxy server, and then from there, you connect to the internet and do whatever it is that you do. All information transmitted to and from your device to the proxy server is encrypted. And the proxy server makes it appear you are somewhere else. This story sounds familiar, doesn't it? Here's the proof that proxy services have been around for almost as long as the internet. This screen is where you would enter the proxy service information back in the days of Windows 3.1. And this screen is where you would enter the information for Windows 95, 98 and ME. And here is the window to put in your proxy server addresses for Windows XP. And for modern operating systems like Windows 7, 8, 8.1, and 10, this is where the proxy settings are entered, if you do it manually. Note that with all modern operating systems, there is an option to use automatic configuration script. That's where all these VPN companies put their VPN info. If you checked your Internet Options setting, you may see a check mark in that box, and if not, the script is buried in your system registry files. That's why when you go to their website, you can change the script to make it look like you are in a different country altogether. Your device connects to their VPN service, which is really a proxy server, reads the scripts, and does what the script says. About the only honest thing these VPN companies are saying is that the communication between your device and their proxy server is encrypted. But does it prevent hackers from seeing your private information? Absolutely not. Hackers do not just sit around and watch live data streams run back and forth. They data mine. They collect all the data coming and going in a given period. Then at their leisure they go through it. And if you think a little bit of encryption is going to stop them from seeing your private information, you would be wrong. Hackers are generally after your financial information. Your internet service provider does that same thing. They simply record everything you do online, encrypted or not, because they have to by law. ISPs are looking for demographic information to sell. You, as an individual, they could care less about. But a whole bunch of yous, that's information worth selling to marketers. As for the government, if you think they are watching you, they're not. The government could honestly care less about what you do on the internet, as long as you don't activate one of their monitoring systems or get reported to them. Seriously, you could watch all the porn you want, watch all the pirated movies you can download from torrent sites, they don't care. Besides, they don't have to watch you. They just simply get a search warrant from a judge and go to your internet service provider, and legally your ISP has to give them copies of everything they have recorded. And if you think a little bit of encryption is going to stop the government, you'd be wrong. Are you pissed off yet? I would be, especially if I'm paying for a service that can't deliver what they promised. Now to explain exactly what a VPN, virtual private networking, does. And in order to explain it, I have to teach you a little bit about how a network works. This photo generally shows how a home network works. In larger business networks, there are a couple of more pieces, but in general, it's the same principle. All devices are connected to a router. That router allows devices connected to it to talk to one another. So if computer 1 needs to print a document to the wireless printer, you can see how that works. Computer 1 sends the document to the router, and the router sends it to the wireless printer. If the handheld device needs to send a file to computer 2, you can see the path: handheld, router, computer 2. If computer 3 needs an update from Microsoft, you can see the path: computer 3 to the router, and the router to the internet. So in general, this is how a private network, such as your home network, functions. Looks pretty simple. This is what a VPN really does. It allows for multiple devices across the internet to appear to be in the same network. Like the previous photo where all the devices were connected to a router, in a VPN all the devices are connected together using a VPN device or software that acts like a router. As such, the home office could print a document on a printer located in one of the remote offices. Or the mobile office could send a file to the home office. Or the central office could send a spreadsheet to the mobile office. This is how a real VPN works. Even we, here at Computer Garage, use a VPN to connect the two stores' file servers together. This is also the primary way we allow clients to do remote backups. Their computers use a VPN to connect to our backup server. And as we have seen in recent years, VPNs can be used with some games, for those who remember what LAN parties were and all the equipment you had to drag with you to make it work. Just remember, no proxy server, no VPN, nothing is completely safe on the internet, even with using a real VPN like we do, for file transfers between stores, or between clients and us, is still not 100% safe. Information can be stolen in transit even with the best encryption. The best you can do is minimize the risk. Unless you know how to create your own private encryption, and even then it's just a matter of time before it is broken. So what can you do to minimize the risk? Don't use open public Wi-Fis. Open Wi-Fis have no Wi-Fi password, so there is no encryption between your device and the router. If you use a public Wi-Fi, like we offer in our stores, ask for the password. When accessing websites that require a username and password, or will need your credit card or banking information, make sure the address in the address bar starts with HTTPS and has a closed lock. The lock tells you that information from your device to the website and back is encrypted. Only purchase items online from a device you trust, don't use a public computer like the library. These are the best tips we can give you, besides making sure your antivirus is up to date, and you are not downloading unknown software and browser extensions. Just be safe, be cautious, be smart.
This video is brought to you by Computer Garage, your personal computer repair and IT specialists. With 2 store locations and covering all of North Central Ohio. Super fast service and great rates. Computer Garage, your personal computer repair and IT specialists.